The Case of the Lost Ring. The little Ramesh was playing on the village road. Something glittering lying in the dust attracted his attention. He picked it up. It was a ring. Ramesh tried it on his fingers, but no, it was too big even for his thumb. Ramesh kept on gazing at the ring, but did not know what to do with it. Subodh, a shopkeeper seated on his veranda, observed what Ramesh was doing. "Hello, little one," he called the boy and said. "What are you going to do with that useless thing? Hand that over to me. In exchange, I give you a laddu, the best of sweetmeats from my shop." Ramesh's face brightened up. The ring changed hands. Ramesh went away running to his home with his prize. Hardly had he set his teeth on the laddu when his mother Lata saw him. "Where from did you pinch that?" she demanded. "Why should I pinch? Uncle Subodh gave it to me for a certain useless thing," answered Ramesh with a big bite of the laddu in his mouth. Lata was surprised. She knew the miserly Subodh too well to believe that he should give away a sweetmeat for nothing. Through a great deal of questioning, she found out what had happened. At once she went out for confronting Subodh. "A gold ring for a laddu, is it? How cheap things have become indeed. Now, if you wish your face to remain unscratched, return my son's ring," she shouted. "What do you mean, Ramesh's mother? What do I know of the ring? Did I not give away a laddu to your son out of sheer love? Must you heap abuses on me in return?" replied Subodh. As both quarreled, a number of villagers gathered around them. Soon a stranger arrived on the scene and asked the villagers, "Have any of you seen a gold ring lying here? It was in my pocket. It must have slipped off when I took out a kerchief from my pocket." The villagers had now no difficulty in understanding what was the issue on which Lata and Subodh quarrelled. They whispered their advice to the gentleman who now demanded of the quarrelling two. "Do not waste your energy. The ring is mine. Give it back to me." Lata and Subodh looked at each other. The two liars immediately united in a bid to hoodwink the gentleman. "What ring are you speaking of?" "We are quarrelling about the price of a sweet meat which my son bought from this man," said Lata. "That is right. She thinks I gave her son two sweetmeats for the price of one," said Subodh. "How strange are these fellows!" exclaimed the gentleman. "Come to the headman of your village." The headman was a clever man. Through repeated questions and threats, he obliged Subodh and Lata to confess all about the ring. Both had to pay fines and Subodh deposited the ring with the headman. After they dispersed, the gentleman told the headman, "Thank you, sir. Now be pleased to restore the ring to me." "Well, how can I do that? Tomorrow someone else might come to claim it. How do I know for certain that it is yours? It must remain with me indefinitely. When I am satisfied that there is no more possibility of anybody else coming to claim it, I will send it to you," said the cunning headman. The gentleman sighed and left. At night, the headman carried the ring to the village goldsmith and said, "Listen, brother, I am in urgent need of some money. That is why I have brought my wife's precious ring to you. Will you buy it for the right price?" The goldsmith examined the ring and said, "This one no doubt is a costly ring. The stone set on it is in fact diamond. It should fetch you 1,000 rupees. But all I have in cash at the moment is a couple of 100 rupees. How can I buy it?" "You give me now whatever amount you have. Take time to arrange for the rest. I will meet you after a few days," said the headman, and he departed with 200 rupees, beaming with joy after requesting the goldsmith not to pass a word to anybody about the transaction. But after a few days, when he asked the goldsmith for the balance, the goldsmith flatly denied having bought any ring from him. The headman had never dreamed that someone could be daring enough to deceive him. He flared up. But when no threat succeeded in making the goldsmith pay the money, he went to the king and lodged a complaint. The goldsmith was summoned to the court. Before the king, he confessed having bought the ring from the headman. "You must pay the headman his due besides paying a fine," said the king. "My lord, the headman's due is heavy punishment," said the goldsmith, and he narrated the history of the ring. It had been made by none other than himself for a gentleman whose wife was going on a pilgrimage. Thinking that it would not be safe for her to wear her original ring when on a journey, the gentleman had ordered for an imitation to be made. While carrying it home, he lost it and then began the drama. My lord, the gentleman to whom it truly belongs is present here. The goldsmith concluded and pointed at a courtier. The king asked the courtier and learned that what the goldsmith said was true. In any case, you were trying to cheat the headman, isn't that so? The king asked the goldsmith. My lord, if that were my motive, why should I give him 200 rupees for an imitation ring which hardly cost 20 rupees? I quoted him a good price so that he will be furious when I later refuse to pay the bigger part of it. That will make him complain to you. That is what I wanted so that I could tell you all about his mischief. He has tyrannized over our people for a long time, answered the goldsmith. All the villagers echoed in one voice what the goldsmith said. The king punished the headman and rewarded the goldsmith. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Do provide your feedback in the comment section below. Thanks for listening.